In today's episode of Value on My Toy Collection, we're going to value a whole bunch of vintage Little Orphan Annie toys and dolls. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Let's jump right in and see what all these toys are worth. First, from 1982, we have the ceramic Little Annie and Sandy Bank. It's worth about $20. And then we have this ceramic Annie mug. It's worth about $14. Just need to get some Google on and get that sticker off. Then we have a locket still on the card, and it's worth about $20. And let's see what else we have. We have all kinds of stuff. We have a Little Orphan Annie radio, and it's worth about $25. And then we have an Annie VHS tape, and it's worth about $8. And I have a second one I've already boxed up, and it's also a different one that's worth about $8. So that's $16 more we can add to our total. Next, we have this porcelain plate, and this plate is worth about $20. And then we have a little Annie doll still in the box, worth about $28. All right, next up we have a little plush Annie doll. These are really popular in the 80s, worth about $15 now. Then we have the Little Orphan Annie lunchbox. It's worth about $20. And then we have this little book, worth about $6. And then we have the thermos. It's also worth about $20. And then I'll also show you what the back of the lunchbox looked like. It's pretty cool as well. And then we have this porcelain Annie doll still in the box, and she's worth about $32 in this condition. Nice little collector's piece there. And you can see she was valued at $75 at one point. She's kind of going down in value. Next, we have this Annie costume still in the box. It's worth about $40. This is one of my favorite pieces I got at a flea market. And here's my helper Daisy showing it off for you. But it's a 3-tier Little Orphan Annie tray, like a little bookcase. And it's worth about $50. It's really hard to find. And then we have that same porcelain doll that's out of the box. And she's worth about $15 out of the box. And then we have this little plastic Annie cup, probably from a Broadway show. It's worth about $5. And then we have another plush Annie doll that's worth about $15. And then another version right behind her, also worth about $15. This one's kind of cute with a little spirally hair. All right, then we have some of the box dolls. This one's Punjab. I think that's how you say it. And he's worth about $20 still in the box. And then we have Daddy Warbucks. He's worth about $23 still in the box. And these are from the 80s, I think 1982. And then we have Mrs. Hannigan, and she's worth about $20, played by Carol Burnett, who was hilarious in that movie. I need to watch that movie again. That was a pretty cute show. And then we have one of the little orphans, Molly. She's worth about $35. She's the most valuable in the set. And then we have Annie. She's worth about $20. And then we have this little dress that's still on the card, and it's worth about $20 as well. I have a program from Annie. I don't know if this was on Broadway or not, but it's worth about $10. And we have the Carol Burnett plate worth about $20. And we have this really cute 1982 hanging bag or puppet of Annie. I'll stretch it out so you can see how big it is. But she's worth about $30. She went all the way up to $50 on eBay, but I think she's worth more like $30. Then I have a whole set of these vintage Annie necklaces and pins. I'm not sure where I got them from, but I'm going to take them out of the plastic so they'll look brand new again. And I have 7 of these, and these are worth about $10 each. They go on eBay for $12 to $15 each, but I'm just going to say $10 each, and I have 7 of them, so that's another $70 we can add to our overall grand total at the end of this video. And then we have a poster from Annie the New Musical, and it's worth about $30. And let's see what else we have. We have another Annie big plush doll that's worth about $15. And a smaller version that's also worth about $15 because she's a little harder to find. Have a little Annie figure missing her shoes and everything, but she's still worth about $6 in that condition. And then we have another Annie lunchbox with a thermos, and the set's worth about $40. Now, I paid $20 for this at a flea market years and years ago, so it's kind of doubled in value since I've acquired it. The little Annie doll with the shoes on is worth about $12, and the Mrs. Hannigan is worth about $12. And then this Annie limousine with the box is worth about $40. And then in the back we have an Annie album worth about $12. We have one more Annie item that's pretty cool. It's the mansion. It's really hard to find. This one has most of its pieces and everything. It doesn't have its original box, but it has a lot of the small accessories that came with it. It's really cute, and it's really going to make a good display in the toy museum. But in this condition, it's worth about $100. And then here's what the front of it looks like. I think it's missing a little piece right there at the top, like a little balcony piece, but still worth about $100. All right, well, in our previous 372 videos of value in my toy collection, our total was $927,764. Now, after making this video with all of our vintage Little Orphan Annie merchandise, we can add another $926 to our overall grand total. So that means for this episode, which is episode 373 of Value in My Toy Collection, our overall grand total now is $928,690. Now, I've got a lot more videos to make, so I'm really hoping my toy collection is going to be worth at least $1 million so I can say I have $1 million toy collection. But I'm not a millionaire. I've just been saving these toys all my life, going to thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, toy stores, and looking online, and it just accumulated to that big old total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what all I have and what it's actually worth because it's just been on bookshelves for years gathering dust. And I'm also putting all the toys on our Facebook page, which is called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So go check that out too. So until our next video, guys, we will see you then.